Hey everyone, Jocular Claymore here, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So, last episode we went dumpster diving, found a ledger, went through some old cases, learned a little bit more about our character, and then we blacked out um, from confronting our past. There might have been, a loved one, involved. There's definitely some trauma there going on. So now we are continuing. I'm thinking a good place to start is continuing with this task. Who put the clothes in the trash? So we found the victim's clothes in the trash container out back, neatly folded. Who could have put them there and why? Only the whirling staff was supposed to have the key. We could ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes in the trash. I don't remember who Kuno is. And then we can ask Garcher if he knows anything. Garcher, I think, is the bartender slash manager. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, all good. And see, as you can try to get yeah, you can see in our hand we have the ledger. Okay, here's the whirling. Oh wait, we can talk again. Oops.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Yeah, I figured it. It's already dark and nighttime. I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet,
You should take care of that then.
but I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Now we can go inside. Closed for winter, please use main entrance. Oh. Guess that's over here, past the gardener. Yeah. Ooh. It's much different than before. I guess, yeah, because maybe it's because it's karaoke night. Oh, and this door is open too. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk to you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, guard. Alright, so we got new stuff here. So about that money I owe,
Yes, have you got it?
how much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Yeah, I only have 12.24. I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Oh, I see this option. Kim is about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Mm-hmm. Good point, Kim.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key, This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Um, let's go with this one.
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against the metal box installed in the back of the counter.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
I don't want to break the door down or threaten violence or anything, so let's go with this option.
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Okay.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Okay. I found the victim's clothes in the trash container out back.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container? This one.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Okay.
Yes?
I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard, a thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
Yeah, especially men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
It's after 1600. The sign said reserve starting 1600. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall? That's 4 o'clock, right?
Good question.
He turns to the cafeteria manager.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or laying low after the, lynching.
Why is that?
They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and that's why.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
There's something else I want to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Guard, I saw another thing at the Whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Okay, we don't have a new option yet.
Yes?
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. And I'm going to kill it.
Absolutely out of the question.
Why, bro?
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
Alright, nothing else for now. Who are you? Can't talk to.
Hello, sweetie.
Selena.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me? Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
No, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. I don't know, maybe I have. I had once, but then I lost her. I'm done with mating rituals.
The mating rituals aren't the good part, sweetie. I know it's none of my business, but you look like you need someone to take care of you.
Would that certain someone be you?
I suppose all of us do at one time or another. I don't know what I'd do without Morel. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slapped herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
Her eyes light up. I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, raiding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Nothing, I was thinking of the lyrics to the song. Want to roll with me?
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who'll need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
But how do you know for sure?
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
Yeah, see, this is why accessibility options are so important.
Perhaps another time.
We'll come back
Of
to you
course,
later.
dear. Good luck with your case.
Um, we should probably go to bed. Oh, there we go. I wonder if there are like Stardew rules, like you gotta be in bed by 2 a.m. Oh, that's right. We don't have a key because you won't give it to us. Oh, okay. You know what? We can go to the car because Kim said he has something for us. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Hope we don't black out again. Can we go up here? No. Let's see what we got.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
You mean the trunk? Hmm. Uh, yeah. Look in the suspect's transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Okay, 4 shiny hubcaps. What are those things?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Honestly, that sounds like an amazing physics demonstration.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, too wacky.
Exactly.
I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
You said something about a pawn shop?
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Thanks, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Did we already see the preheater gauge?
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Okay, so they're for the headlights, which we already used to read the watermark on our ledger. Alright. Now we can go back in the whirling. Yeah, let's take the spinners. Oh, guess we can't equip them. They sell for 200.
Can I help you?
But the money I owe?
Yes. Have you got it?
No.
Like what? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
Oh wait. Okay, we have to pawn the spinners, get the money, and then come back. Got it. Alright, so I believe they are down here. A sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth. And is this the pawn shop? Can't go this way. Fingerless gloves. Roy's pawn shop. Fast cash for faster times. And then what's this over here? Waterlock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, got a lot of stuff here. There's ASMR in the background. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register? Mostly military wear, with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says Day, D-E-I. D-E-I. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Welcome to the pawn shop.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Shameful and insufficient the police presence here. Now the arrests here habitual. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection. I may have something to add to it. Typical vacuous consumerist objects. Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. I may have something to add to it, so we can sell the spinners.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Yeah, we can try this roll. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on?
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
There's something I'd like to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
He takes the cash, then turns to you.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Yeah, I think Kim secretly likes the spinners, just doesn't want to admit it.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
No, we'll hold on to these just in case.
Another time, perhaps.
You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Okay.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops? Yeah, because we lost our gun.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
Really?
I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh, so we pawned it.
This is a pawn shop, and
Ooh,
it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God.
that sucks. Can we heal? Okay.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You, you were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Wow, that's wild.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Was the buyer a policeman too? Or police officer?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
So she was referring to herself as a pig, pig being a term for police officer. So was she pretending to be a cop? Because if she was, that's a terrible job. Cops don't call themselves pigs.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
I wonder if that was Cindy the Skull.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante and wants to prove she can do her jobs better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blames it on me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I sold my gun.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Got experience? I guess we can ask about the gun
Sure thing.
when we have more information.
Sure, man.
Okay, that's it for now. Set.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Shopkeep, the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Well, that's not bad, and that would still keep us at 130. But I think we can come back for it later. Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
Yeah, I never understand when there are people who say they don't like for music or care for music. Like, there's got to be music for everybody, right? But I guess there are people like that.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
See, it's odd. Uh, don't like music. What do you like then?
The stuff I record myself, silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by, nocturnal animals climbing on the roof, airship rotors, that kind of thing.
So ASMR, basically, found sounds. Okay, that's interesting. I guess some people you could interpret that as a kind of music, like the music of the world, nature, whatever.
Hmm. Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing.
Okay. And then what's this?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes, buy something nice. A figurine.
We got a high chance to dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
He points at the decapitated figurine. So I guess a play on the uh, Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Yeah, we can do 50 cents.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Yeah.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky?
Hmm.
Always carry it with you.
Cool. Alright. Close. That's the fingerless gloves we got. Here is the... Yeah. The plastic headless fallen rider sits atop his equally plastic bull, his posture indicating either desperation or pride. Comes as a set with the infamous fallen cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. Does this give us a bonus? Is there a luck bonus of some kind? I don't see luck. Oh, by the way, we still have the ledger out because supposedly it gives us bonuses. But, yeah. Find out who's in the unit box. They're not there today, they'll come up later. Track down your gun. Pay for damages. Okay, so we can do that. And then here is... Did we finish this thought? Light morning. Interesting. Alright, we'll leave it alone for now. Alright, let's head out. Go back to Gart with the money. And call it a day. Oh, what's this? A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Huh, I wonder if we can cross it eventually. Here. Oh, Lena's come.
Can I help you?
About that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I have your money.
Well,
Okay. Wait, well, I want to read these. Oh. Here's 130 real. Slam the bills down the counter. I hope you choke on it. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for
Hey,
services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
sure thing.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Alright, so I guess first thing in the morning, well, the next day, we just have to make sure. We have to make sure we have 20 real by tomorrow night, basically.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Nope.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, there are capo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Cool cop, some kind of weapon cop. Sorry cop? I'm not sure. I'm sorry you had to monitor me. Sorry cop?
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Oh, okay, but what about the other capo types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
Won't the other capo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
Actually, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
No, I'm really not sorry. Fuck off.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
I guess you were. Yeah, showed them. I showed me. Okay. I'll make sure that we're okay here. Yeah, okay. Find 20 real to pay for your room, or will be locked up for 2100. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Yeah, that's exactly what a cool person would say. Like, shh, this, no big deal. No biggie. He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Yeah, that's fine. If smoking is bad for you, by the way. Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man, so we didn't even inspect the body.
Yeah.
And there's still much to do at the crime scene, too. We didn't search it thoroughly enough.
It's all part of the plan, starting from the outside and working back toward the scene of the murder. I'm sorry I couldn't do more today. I'm just not a very good cop, am I? I'm not going to lean into the sorry capo type. Say nothing, just look at the city. Say nothing.
As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We interviewed Joyce Messier, the Wild Pines rep, and learned a lot. None of it very good news for us or Martinez, but
Gives you a quick nod of acknowledgement and approval.
above all though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up. I'm training for a long distance run. I want to raise money for charity. Yeah, that's just how we roll at Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Good with the orange.
Thank you. He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. So, what are our powers exactly? The RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Imposing fines for offenses. Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
I see. And if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the coalition government.
It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
The moral intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
You know, having a name like the Moralist International is pretty scary. It has disturbing implications of, like, you know, intervening based on what they find moral. If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
I wonder what that humanist project is. What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
Who is Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
What do you mean they're a fact? Like, you can't just say an organization is a fact. I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there. We need them here, giving us the right to police Robichaud. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization protecting bourgeois rights. Immigrants, liberal, kid, fucking men, turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization. Yeah, that sounds more like it.
No. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Revachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes.
So he doesn't necessarily disagree. Actually, vigilantes is okay with me. Yeah, vigilante sounds bad. Maybe we should make our own law? Yeah, maybe we should make our own law?
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop.
Yeah.
But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. The Union, the teenagers too. It's different in land. In Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, or at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Hey, Kin trusts us.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. And we got a skill point. Alright. So yeah, we did put a point in savoir-faire. Nice. What else? Yeah, we already done 50. And Perception check is always nice. At least when I play D&D or Pathfinder. Yeah, sure. I guess we go to bed. See you in the morning. Bye. Alright. Anything new with this broken window?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Here's the bed. I guess this is where we're sleeping.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Yep, let's do it.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Day one.
And then sleep.
Oh.
And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Hard lady lumps?
Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Ooh. Are we dreaming? Yeah, can't cross the fog. I guess it wants us to go back to the body. These are like disco lights. Oh, that's us.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
So I don't know if we left or she left. Let's say I left.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
Yeah, this must be our inner guilt and shame.
You failed Elysium.
Oh, we got a disco ball, and now we got Elysium. Roll credits. What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I've seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed.
You can just see me there, standing with a clipboard in my hand. This looks funny.
Stinky boy.
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh, yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes, too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
I don't mean to armchair diagnose, but this feels like PTSD.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Trying to get up. Okay.
Good going, buddy.
Wait, up there. Oh my god, what the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Speed? Like, do they mean the drug? It is a drug, right? I wouldn't know. Okay, yeah, what is it?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect, ready to go to war against the world.
Yeah, sounds like another addiction we don't need. So I am going to decline. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for Steve.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
I imagine quitting cold turkey isn't ideal either, but I don't know how detox works. That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
All right. So before we wrap things up, I'm gonna see if we'll find Kim. Where is Kim? No. No. Ooh. And looks like we can talk to Kim. Yep, there he is. All right. Good morning. All right, so I think this is the perfect place to wrap up. So we have completed day 1 of Disco Elysium, and so begins day 2. I wonder how much we'll get accomplished here and what we'll learn if we get any further with the case. Man, this game is amazing. Alright, so on that note, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Leave a comment down below. Please keep it spoiler free. Commenting on anything I might have missed or anything you'd like to see or just your general thoughts. Thank you for being here with me. Remember to save your progress, and I will see you in the next video.